KZN Future 50, powered by F&B Business and East Coast Radio, is up next. Stay tuned as we spotlight an unstoppable business shaping our future's province.
They say it's just business, but it's so much more for us as Mzansi businesses. It's about showing up every day on every street corner, B&B, barbershop, farm, franchise, and manufacturer. Because giving up is just not an option. It's about the comfort we, as over 1 million unstoppable businesses, feel from having F&B Business behind us. They help us stay unstoppable. Help changes everything. Global Finance 2024 Best SME Bank in South Africa. F&B, a division of First Rand Bank Limited, an authorized FSP and credit provider.
The KZN Future 50 with Pavlo Fatidis. Inspiring KZN's business future.
It's time for KZN Future 50, and for that we have Pavlo Fatidis from Oric. Good morning, Pavlo.
Good morning, Carmen.
Well, tell me, which business will you be featuring today and why did you pick them?
Well, I picked them because I don't have green fingers, and this is a business all about green fingers. It's called Grovida, and it is headed up as a second-generation business by Vincent Lourenco. It started about 45 years ago as a wholesale gardening supplier, and today it now has a retail arm to it. It employs around 30, 40 people in the retail side of the business, and it is a growing business in a very, very tough industry that has been bludgeoned by the big chain stores. And for that, it makes it an interesting insight.
Well, what makes them special enough to be on the KZN Future 50?
So firstly, again, and you know my love and passion for family businesses, simply for the fact that if we can have more family businesses in South Africa, it means all our businesses have a longer future by definition. This is a family business, and in family businesses is a lovely saying. They say the first generation are the money makers, second generation are the caretakers, and the third generation are the undertakers. And the stats are there to show it, because typically only about 3.8% of family businesses survive 3 generations. And the reasons for it is because the founders themselves don't truly let go. So if mom and dad start the business and the kids come into the business, mom and dad, yes, they said they would retire, but they never really do. And for that reason, those kids, as they grow through the business and become adults and become mature, capable business people, never truly have a mandate to lead and guide the business in the direction of their choosing. They constantly have to find the blessing of their parents. Those parents seldom want to take the risks of innovating a business in order to keep it relevant. And the reason for that is because they're relying on their retirement from that business. They're fearful that should those kids take risks, well, what would happen to their retirement? And here's the thing, Carmen, whether you're 30 or 40 or 50 or 60, you will always be your parents' child. That needs to be broken. And Vincent bought the business from his father, and through that was able to then lead and grow the business in the direction he has to successfully compete against the big chain stores. If it weren't for that, this business would not be featured today. It took an enormous amount of courage 20 years ago for him to get that done.
So Pavlo, tell me, where will Grovida be in 5 years?
Well, hopefully, Carmen, it's going to be doing more of what it does so successfully already. A number of years back, when the big chain stores started to open up internal divisions, let's call it garden centers. So if you think of the macros, the builders' warehouses and the like, it's a very natural consequence for them to do that. But what it did is it killed the independent nurseries. They weren't able to compete on price. What Vincent did so smartly is that his big wholesale nursery then opened up a retail division. And he opened up the retail division in order to compete, not on price, but to compete on information. I mentioned earlier that all his staff are qualified horticulturalists. When you step into that environment, you have a true understanding and appreciation of what plants and what setup and what landscaping capabilities you need to create the environment you want, either inside your home with internal plants or in the garden to improve the investment of your property. It's that sets him apart, and it's that area that Vincent needs to double down and grow into. He needs to bring out the garden capabilities and garden lovers in and around a 20-kilometer radius of that Grovida site.
The important question, what can KZN do to support Grovida?
It's all about partnership. Estate agents, more than selling or transacting on homes, think about the opportunity you have to work with Grovida. And Vincent has the capability to partner with you on this. If you want to improve the price of a home, look to the garden, see what Vincent can do to improve that for you. If someone has just acquired a home and they want to improve their outside living environment, look to Grovida and forge those relationships. Another example, schools within the areas. Grovida, because of its trained horticulturalists who are passionate about plants, is a fantastic partner to bring to life school gardens. It's a practical way to educate kids. And then finally, Vincent's looking for a partner, an individual who has the skills to make an investment, partner with them to grow the business to its next level, and through that, build a membership base. He is so well positioned to service the needs of keen gardeners from Umhlanga, the Hillcrest, Kloof, Pinetown, Shongweni regions, which are simply a short trip to the center. If you are able to build that community, because gardeners are a community, you would be able to enrich that community with new knowledge, new interests, new excitement, new hobbies, and a fantastic way to build back into the environment within your own home the opportunities that Vincent offers.
Pavlo Fatidis from Oric is joining us for KZN Future 50 this morning. Thank you for joining us. And if you want to get involved in KZN Future 50, you go to ecr.co.za. You can find all the info on every single company that we feature.